Happy 28th birthday to me and happy birthday to the fans. Here's the podcast a day early. Man, it feels like just yesterday was the podcast's second birthday. I created the podcast right on the cusp of turning 26. My mom gave birth to me right on the cusp of turning 26. Life is cyclical. Okay, 2024 may go on record as the year of the roast. Dear Lord, Drake, Kendrick, Brady, I never thought I'd see so much public disrespect. This was bad. On all fronts. I will talk about the Kendrick and Drake beef, but the roast of Tom Brady may have been even better for a fan of comedy and the Patriots. That was great. Ben Affleck did his best Drake impression, and Tony Hinchcliffe was short and concise and murdered everyone like Kendrick. Nikki Glaser was the real MVP, though, here. Not gonna lie. Unfortunately, all I got out of this is that Deflategate is real. This is episode 101 of Hoagies and Pierogis. DJ, hit that new intro.
Live from Central Pennsylvania with your host Ian DiCarlo, this is Hoagies and Pierogis.
The Ski Stash! The Ski Stash!
Welcome to the Big Ten. Patriots go with Drake, man. Let's go! Yeah. 28 and feeling great. You know what? That's actually going to be the name of this episode. Didn't have one, but there it is. Okay, baseball as always to start the day. The Pirates suck ass. We recorded last Monday before the series started against Oakland, and my swept by Oakland prediction came true. Judging by Twitter after the sweep, you'd think the team died in a plane crash, and we all didn't care because watching them play is worse than attending a funeral. They won 2 games in a row for only the 4th time this year. 1-0 and 5-3 against the Rockies. And yes, that sounds unbelievable through 35 games, or to only have 4 2-game winning streaks. But, I mean, Jesus Christ, this offense is anemic. They can't do shit. They can't do anything. This is only the 12th time this year that they've scored 5+ runs in a game. And I think the Phillies have in their 17 out of 20 game winning onslaught, I'm pretty sure they've scored 5 runs in like every single fucking game. Maybe 1 or 2 they haven't. Ugh. But then Keller made it 3 wins in a row with a complete game on 109 pitches. 5 hits, 1 home run allowed, 1 walk, and 5 Ks. Not too shabby. He definitely needed that one. Pirates won 4-1, and they sit at 17-9 right now. Clawing their way back to 500. You know what? It's not the end of the world. When I saw their record last night, when I checked on it again, because I have not really been keeping up with it the past week. Oh, they're 17-19, but it definitely feels like it's a lot worse, just straight up judging by Twitter, obviously, as I said earlier. Pirates, you need to shift things into overgear. And what a shitty time for Ohtani to have left the Angels and for Mike Trout to be hurt. Like, the Angels are in PNC Park, and this was the main goal of having all the teams play each other. So to have Trout not even be there, I mean, come on, that stinks. Okay, but on Sunday, I did decide to go to another Senators game to watch them play against the Altoona Curve, the Pirates AA team. And thank God I did not get nearly as wasted as last time. Last time was really bad. Okay, so this time I had 3 6% beers over the course of the whole 9 innings. Last time I started out with a Juicy Monkey, 9.5%, a Berry Monkey, another Juicy Monkey, 9.5%, 2 Berry Monkeys, both 9.5%, a Perpetual, and something else. At one point I had 4 beers sitting around me that had some beer in them. It was bad. It was really bad. So yeah, I kept it in check this time. Jesus Christ. And the Curve also up to that point had lost 15 straight games. So even the minor league team sucks, and that's where most of our better prospects are, including Solomito, who started the game on Sunday. And oh my God, what an awesome game to go to. Maybe I should go to more Altoona Curve games, even when they're in Altoona. The Curve broke the losing streak and won the game 6-2. Thank God. Solomito's windup was funky as hell. I only have him throwing a warm-up pitch here. But, yeah, he loaded the bases with no outs in the second inning. And I was like, oh no, Solomito, come on. And he came in with like a 6.3 ERA, I think. Pretty high up there. But then after he loaded the bases, he struck out the next 3 batters, 1 looking, 2 swinging. It was awesome. I noticed that he's way more comfortable out of the windup than out of the stretch. So he just needs to calm it down a little bit when he's pitching out of the stretch. Bubba Chandler closed out the game, pitching the last 3 innings.
'98. Let's go.
He was smacking the catcher's glove, consistently sitting 97, 98. He tennis grunts when he pitches, and I love it. I absolutely love it. I don't know why you don't hear that with more pitchers. That's the first time I've ever heard that live, is someone grunting. All right, last thing here for baseball. The Padres made a trade with the Marlins to send Luis Arias to San Diego in exchange for Head, Suck, Go, Now. I'm not asking. No, but they traded for Hudson Head and Woo Suck Go. That is his real name. Woo Suck Go. All right, we got some college football news, but even this technically isn't college football. It's still the kids in high school. Auburn 4-star defensive lineman signee Jamonte Waller was arrested in Mississippi on Friday. He and 30 other students allegedly flooded the gym and stole a school bus for their senior prank. What? That's crazy. That's actually crazy. What? You do an insane amount of property damage by flooding the gym, and then you commit grand theft auto? What are these kids doing? 30 other kids. I can just imagine them rolling down the road, hanging out the side of the school bus. Oh, my God. Oh, that's too good. But, yeah, I don't know if I've ever told my what our senior prank was. So, at first, we were going to do a cookout in the teacher parking lot, and I was the first one there. But then the cop came up to me and was like, yeah, you cannot have an open flame on school grounds. So, we went. And then we tried to do it. There was a park right down the road. Same thing. Couldn't have an open flame in the parking lot of the park, which made total sense. There was, trees around him, a whole bunch of shit. But one of the kids lived directly next to the school. There was the school, an open field, and then his house. And he owned the open field. So we just went over there. We had a cookout all day, smoking cigars, doing all that. That was the first time, because we stayed out there all day. Like, it was past lunchtime when we had to come back in. I don't know what the principal was threatening. He was like, oh, if you don't come back in, you're going to get detention for a day. Okay, like, we already skipped more than half the day. Just let it happen. Come on. But I think that was the first time that I was ever high during class, where I had ever smoked during class in high school. I can't believe, like, looking back on it, I was a goody two-shoes in high school. I wasn't doing anything. I would smoke weed like senior year, maybe every other weekend. Maybe. So when I got back to class, I was high as fuck, and it was totally obvious. But then someone else brought in like little chicks and put them in the trophy case, gave them food and water in there and everything, and it wasn't completely sealed, so they weren't going to run out of oxygen. That was kind of funny. And then someone put goldfish in the toilet the year before. It wasn't really that crazy. I don't know. It was fun we did stand there in the kid's yard and flip off the principal. I'm really shocked that we didn't get in trouble for a lot of the things that we did. I mean, hell, I never got in trouble for shitting in a urinal. So jerseys. We're going to go over some jerseys here. Oh, these black coal jerseys from West Virginia are clean. My mom actually sent me this. I didn't see this until she sent it to me, and I was like, what? No way. I know I've said that before, where if someone else sends me something that I haven't seen, I'm like, what? How? I really like these ones because they take the yellow and the blue out, and then where the yellow and the blue would be, like the jersey itself is obviously black, the black coal uniforms, but West Virginia is white, the numbers are white, striped down the middle of the helmet's white. West Virginia, it's the state on the side of the helmet, is white. They look so fucking clean, and it doesn't look like there's any extra bullshit in the in them, like no like weird. Like I thought last year the country roads uniforms looked pretty cool on paper, but when I saw them in game, I didn't really like them that much, and it was kind of the same with Ole Miss's uniforms where they had the roads on the side of them. All that, I don't know, topography. I don't know. I feel like it never really works out the way they think it will. Before the draft, the NFL announced that teams can now have a third helmet design and actually a fourth helmet if you count the bubble helmets being able to be used in game this year. And about 2 seconds after that was announced to the public, the Jets revealed that they're keeping their all-black uniforms from Black Friday last year and actually updating their current uniforms. Again, just the white accents, clean. It's straight 70s. There's no overdone bullshit. There's no overthinking everything. Just white block on a green jersey. It looks so fucking good. It really does. And honestly, out of the 4 new ones that were unveiled, overall, I think they're the best. I do. I really do. Then the Texans unveiled their full new uniforms. We went over the base white jerseys when they got leaked, probably about a month ago. And the accents were nice, like the horns on the shoulders. But man, I don't like the set as much as the Jets one completely, but I think that they have the single best new uniform in the all reds. Oh, they were so nice. Holy shit. The H-Town one, I'm not a big fan of that script, the H script, so it was kind of, That one definitely looks more like a Houston Renegades uniform or something like that. Then Detroit, I really, really do not like the ones that are the blue pants, black jersey, blue helmet. I thought that looked fucking atrocious. Oh, that looked so bad. I don't like the blue helmet. It just come out with like a black helmet with the all black alternate. I don't like the blue on black at all. At all. The regular ones will clean though. They as well with the Jets. They're not as clean as the new Jets ones. They are returning to more of the 70s, 80s clean, no bullshit style. Then Denver. People hated these ones. It was like looking at I don't even know. Yeah, I said I actually kind of dig these ones because it reminds me of the new trail glass that I recently got. They're not trying to burn our retinas with orange. Like this shade is more dull than in previous years, so that's a plus. They're still kind of, I don't know. I think they're overthinking it a little bit. I think my favorites are in the order that they were revealed. We go Jets, Texans, Lions, and then the Broncos. Yeah, God, actually, that being a more burnt orange or a muted orange than that traffic cone orange that was with the on the Russell Wilson Broncos. That is a market improvement. Speaking of a market improvement, Kendrick Bourne's Instagram story, I was not able to catch it, so no video of this. His story of the locker room with someone riding around on a bike and then there's a basketball hoop in the middle of it. I love that they've completely stripped away all of the fucking do your job signs, all of that bullshit. Everyone it seems to have like a weight lifted off the whole organization's shoulders. And I know that they said this week, the Patriots said that they're looking for a new GM. Well, not looking for a new GM. They're going to continue to look for one to see if anyone, can come in and help Wolf, give Wolf the title of GM and then hire someone else to come in and help him. But I think Wolf, with his, listen, it's way too early. With the draft that he had, though, he deserves to be called GM. Oh, and this GM, I hope he did right with this. New Javon Baker video dropped. Let's go.
No way in 10 receivers better than me. Out of your fucking mind. Ain't gonna outwork me though. Tell you that much. I don't give a how hard I'm breathing. We can go again. I ain't get popcorn. I make people in wheelchairs stand up.
I love him, but he better back up all this talk he's doing. He may have the most hype ever for a 4th round selection. Like ever. Straight up just coming out of the draft. 4th rounder. I don't think anyone has had more hype than he has. So he better back it up. I mean, still though, he's a 4th rounder. So if he gets like 800 yards, low touchdown, I'll even give him a low touchdown ceiling. 800 yards, 5 touchdowns. That would be pretty good for a 4th rounder. No more NFL to go over. If you want to count this as NFL, let's do it. The roast of Tom motherfucking Brady. I lost it. I fucking lost it. It was amazing. Oh. Roast J. Simpson. Fucking Roast Master General Jeff Ross coming out with a Roast J. Simpson jersey was gold. Absolute gold. 2 minutes in, I was losing my shit. Comes in and just kills it as usual. Drew Bledsoe, I was so happy that he got to go first to really get this ball rolling. And yeah, Kevin Hart did a pretty good job of doing that himself. Oh, well, I forgot to mention this. While Jeff Ross was up there, he made one massage joke about Robert Kraft, and his mic was cut so fast, Tom Brady got up and said, "Don't do that bullshit." I didn't know if he was serious at first, but now looking back on it and watching it again, that's the only part that I've watched again. I'm like, okay, yeah, he was serious about that. Brady was definitely serious about that. No bullshitting about Kraft. And you didn't hear a single thing about him the rest of the night. And as well as Tom Brady's kids. So out of that whole panel, I was the only one to have a Tom Brady fucking son roast joke in the Mac Jones rap.
It's not Tom Brady. I leave my son alone. Used to play in Foxborough. Now Florida's my home.
I'm sure that they wrote them. They just did not do any of them. How could... He had to have made it off limits because there would have been at least 5 jokes about him kissing his son for way too long. At least. But yeah, Drew Bledsoe came in and he was on... I'm pretty sure he was on coke. He embodied what a roast is supposed to be. Bringing in someone that is supposed to hate you and having them roast you. That was awesome. Man, I did not have high hopes for Nikki Glaser. She's usually not my favorite one on roasts. But oh my... MVP of the night. Absolute MVP of the night. The first and only one. She was the only one to mention Tom leaving his pregnant girlfriend for Giselle. The "even me know it not real money" joke was incredible. I can't believe she was the only one to make fun of him leaving his pregnant girlfriend for Giselle. That didn't make any sense to me. Holy shit. And she worked it in. That was not the first one she brought up. She worked that shit in. Who I even mentioned. I was like, oh, there it is. First one of the night. Not mentioned a single time again. I don't know if maybe he said something again, but holy shit. It was definitely uncomfortable for a little bit for that first probably good hour. He was just getting made fun of for Giselle leaving him for her jiu-jitsu coach, which I had no idea about. I had no clue. No idea in the world. That was hilarious. The Brady Hitler comparison was wild from Tom and Bert. Holy shit. And then Sam J came out. Drew Bledsoe was on Games with Names with Julian Edelman today talking about the roast. And Sam J went in on Drew Bledsoe about the strap-on Super Bowl ring comparison joke. Oh my God. I really wish I wrote more of the jokes down, but doing the joke later, doing the joke myself never does it service. Bringing out Will Ferrell as Ron Burgundy was completely unnecessary. Honestly, I thought it was stupid. I did not know why he was out there. But holy shit, Ron Burgundy brought out Bill Belichick. Let's go. Definitely highlight of the night. Belichick was killing it. That was fucking awesome. He roasted Matt Light, Amendola, Gronk, Edelman. So damn good. Your coach could/would never do that. I love Bill Belichick. And who better to follow him than Julian Edelman himself? And he came out swinging. I honestly, at that point in time, proclaimed him the MVP, but listening back on Nikki Glazer's set was fucking incredible. Oh my God. Obviously, a lot of gay jokes about Julian and Tom. Gronk with the Jules, you're going to change your name to Jillian and move in with Tom. Just two little gay boys prancing around. Man, Gronk really gave a Gronk performance. All right, but after Edelman, it was Tony Hinchcliffe, and he actually he did a little Kill Tony bit where he made Dana White do a minute of stand-up, which was pretty funny. All written by Tony, obviously, but that was great. Then Tony just came up and, like I said, did his best impression of Kendrick and went through every single one of them so concise, with such precision. Everything was on point. The Burt liver joke, your liver is like the Tiger King if the liver king ate too much Burger King and was beat up by Rodney King and he looked like Martin Luther King. What the fuck? That really is some Kendrick level of like writing. And then Kim K, you should close your legs. You have more public beef than Kendrick and Drake. God damn. Oh, I really like this one from Gronk. Tom is like the avocados he eats. He might be a fruit, but I just don't know. That was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And at one point, I noticed that Brady was drunk as fuck, and I thought he might pull a Burt and be too drunk to roast everyone else. But to end Gronk's set, he took a shot with Tom and Bill and spiked the shot glass and got Robert Kraft to come up on stage with him. And I think Kevin Hart insinuated that Gronk was on coke. I don't know. I thought Andrew Schultz was last up. He kind of spoiled it on his podcast. And I think even he thought that he was the last one up. And it was good. Not the best, though. I don't think he should have closed. But then Kraft came up as a surprise. And Bledsoe actually revealed that none of the comedians knew that Kraft was going to come up on stage just to not make so many massage jokes to kind of get ahead of that. But he had a pretty good line. And in case Vladimir Putin is watching, give me my fucking ring back, will ya? No writers apparently for that. He wrote that himself. Pretty good. And man, dude, this was some bullshit though. I hope that Kraft's shot was laced with poison. It was crazy for them to take a shot together. Bill can succeed in this new era, and he comes up and talks like it's all good, like nothing fucking happened. They walked away from each other with no interaction besides clinking the shot glass, and Bill did not even extend his glass towards Kraft's. Fuck Robert Kraft for standing up there and saying, "Oh, you're the best coach ever," and sucking his dick when he went behind his back and fucking called Arthur Blank and said, "No, you're gonna fucking." And at that point, it was past 10:30. They needed to end it. We did not need Ben Affleck up there. Jesus Christ. And I was writing thoughts down as this happened. I was like, was the Kendrick-Drake beef just planted to get us ready for this roast? Affleck said it. There were some cancelable jokes in here based on like 2016 standards. So holy shit. But then, mid-thought, Peyton Manning comes on stage. What the fuck? And he just dropped that Tom has fake hair plugs like Drake has a daughter. Nobody knew that. That's crazy. And then Tom himself came up on stage. I didn't write too much down for this. Just go watch it yourself. This was towards Sam J. She looks like the dude that shredded my ACL. That was great. And then the only thing that I got out of this, I couldn't think of anything else after he said this. No way did he just admit to Deflategate. No fucking way. Oh, was this the best roast of all time as Netflix marketed it? As Netflix marketed as? Yeah, this was the greatest roast of all time. I mean, holy shit. It was so good that Aaron Hernandez's fiance was mad about the jokes. In the article that she's quoted in, she also feels that their 11-year-old daughter is old enough to come across the jokes, and it might tarnish her image of her dad, who she thinks of as her hero. What? Are you insinuating that you haven't told your daughter that her dad was a fucking double murderer? That's some bullshit. Your dad's a murderer. All limits off. All limits off at that point. Holy shit. And we want to talk about all limits off. We have to go over this Kendrick-Drake beef. Ugh, I don't even want to call it a fucking beef at this point. I really wish that I would have gotten my reactions, because Meet the Grams, pausing every fucking 20 seconds, standing up, walking in a circle, saying, "Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God," every time. I think Meet the Grams was my favorite one, and one of my favorite lines from it, just in the eerie tone.
You raised a horrible fucking person. The nerve of you, Dennis. Sandra, sit down. What I'm about to say is heavy. Now listen. Your son's a sick man with sick thoughts. I think niggas like him should die. Him and Weinstein should get fucked up in a cell for the rest of their life. He hates black women, hypersexualize them with kinks of a nympho fetish. Grew facial hair because he understood being a beard just fit him better. He got sex offenders on Hovio that he keep on a monthly allowance. A child should never be compromised, and he keeping his child around him. And we gotta raise our daughters knowing there's predators like him lurking. Fuck a rap battle, he should die so all of these women can live with a purpose. Katt Williams, I gave you the truth, so I'ma get mines. The embassy about to get raided too, it's only a matter of time. Hey, Lil Bron, keep the family away. Hey, Curry, keep the family away. To anybody that embody the love for their kids, keep the family away. They looking at you too if you standing by him. Keep the family away. I'm looking to shoot through any pervert that lives. Keep the family safe. You got gambling problems, drinking problems, pill popping and spending problems, bad with money, whorehouse, soliciting women problems. Therapy's a lovely start, but I suggest some ayahuasca, strip the ego from the bottom. You lied about your son, you lied about your daughter, huh? You lied about them other kids that's out there hoping that you come. You lied about the only artist that can offer you some help. Fuck a rap battle, this a long life battle with yourself.
Oh, that is fun. That hits deep, dude. Oh, and I know that's not the best line, but that's one of my favorites. Holy fucking shit. That was incredible. I mean, it's straight up over. The last song that was dropped was Drake, The Heart Part 6, and I didn't even fucking listen to it. Honestly, I don't even care at this point. Kendrick dropped Not Like Us, and he has people dancing to it, shooting people outside of Drake's house to it. I mean, it's fucking wild. Make sure to scroll Twitter before. Oh my God, no way. Rashee Rice is under investigation for allegedly hitting a photographer at a club in Dallas on Monday night. Oh my God. Like he doesn't already have enough issues. What the fuck? Oh, he just can't catch a fucking break. He's just doing it to himself. Oh, that's fucking funny now. But yeah, I think that's it. Make sure to leave a like and comment on each video and subscribe to our YouTube channel. New videos every Thursday, but in this case, Wednesday. Happy birthday. Hoagies and Pierogis is available on Spotify, Apple, or wherever you listen to podcasts. Follow us on TikTok and Instagram for clips throughout the week. And we'll leave you with this. Happy birthday. Much.